in The Butcher's Masquerade, actually in chapter 39, this is such a funny little reference. It's so quick, but it's something that actually, that when I thought about, it just was hilarious to me. See if you get this. So it says, they're talking about, they're walking into one of the towns in the hunting ground, and the town is surrounded by a Jericho bush. It says each individual branch was its own plant. The description simply said, these powerful vines are very durable. They have a strong dislike for people named Josh and ska music.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is funny because I was raised in the Bible Belt and very strong, religious connections. Are you familiar with the Battle of Jericho in the Bible?
Mm-mm.
So in the Bible, the Israelites are marching through the desert and they come on.
Oh, the Israelites.
Yes.
I should know this.
You should know this.
Okay.
Come on.
Please continue.
Okay.
When you're done with this, I'll tell you a funny story.
Okay. So they're marching through the desert and they're coming to these cities and they're trying to take the cities. It's biblical conquest, so they have, it's back in the day. They don't have siege weapons. They've been marching around the desert, so they think, oh, there's no way we can do this. So they come up with it, like God sends them a plan. They're gonna march around the city walls. And so they're marched around, led by the priests who have trumpets and horns, and then they march around 7 times and they shout and the walls fall down and they take the city. They were led by Joshua. So the Jericho bushes don't like people named Josh, Joshua, or ska music, which is
a bunch of
trumpets and horns and
yelling.
So,
okay.
it's
okay. But
here's the thing that made me so happy.
Here's a religious deep cut that you got because you knew shit.
Okay.
So funny story. When I was in, I want to say it was like 6th or 7th grade. I think we were reading Julius Caesar or Hamlet or something like that in English class.
Yeah.
And the English teacher mentioned like the story of Adam and Eve, and then she kind of paused and went, does anyone know, not know the story of Adam and Eve? And I literally was the only kid to raise my hand. And I was like, it's because I'm Jewish, I'm sure. And she was like, it has nothing to do with that. I think your parents just aren't religious.
So we had the Old Testament.
So we had to take like a pause. And she had to explain it to me, and I didn't realize it until I was 12 or 13. So if there are any more like religious deep cuts in here, then you're gonna have to explain them to me because I know nothing Jon Snow.
I love that so much. Yeah, that's in the actual Torah. It's like the very first.
I am still embarrassed on my back.
Oh, that makes me sad. It's the little things like that. There's so many little tiny details like that. Clearly with our wall of crazy here, there's so many little tiny details that Matt ties in, and it's just chef's kiss.